Welcome to the Loner Ranger Radio Show. You got Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage. Yes, I'm the Loner Ranger. I'm here to help navigate, guide you in the right direction when it comes to real estate. I'm going to lay out the facts. No fake news here, folks. Is it the right time to buy? Should you hold off? Is it the right time to refi? Who's buying right now? Who's not buying? What areas are hot? And I want to talk today about renters because by golly, they got it tough right now. So I got a whole segment I want to do on rent and how it has affected them getting into the market. I also want to talk about hometown heroes and other down payment assistance programs to help the first time home buyer. Look at, I am going out of my way to make sure that the young generation today does not get stuck in all the media of that it's unaffordable and you can't buy a home today. I am going to dispel those myths, and I'm going to show each and every one of you how it can be done. Listen, nothing worthwhile is easy. It's not. Nothing worthwhile is easy. It's hard. It was hard the first house I bought. I don't know if you remember the first house you bought, if you're a parent or a grandparent, but by God, I struggled. My first house was $107,000, and I had to borrow some money from my Uncle Bill just to come up with the whole down payment. But you know what? I did it. I paid him back. And you know what? That started my whole real estate career. It allowed me to amass a lot of properties. I want to show young people how using real estate to amass wealth is easier than amassing wealth from the income that you produce in your job. Your income is going to be there to maintain your lifestyle. And also, you should always be saving 10 to 20% of your paycheck. Most people can't do that anymore. But I want to be real with you. The average renter in America has a net worth of less than $10,000. The average homeowner in America has a net worth over $213,000. Which of those categories are you in? Which one do you want to be in? Because if you're in that one where you're scraping together a little bit of money, 10, 15 grand to get into a home, you can do it. You can do it. Is it easy? Well, it's simple. It's just not easy, but we can make it happen. And I'm going to go over all of the challenges you have and the opportunities. Then I want to talk about down payment assistance programs. I want to talk about who's refinancing right now. I'm doing a ton of refinances, even though interest rates have not dropped to where I wanted them to be. It's what I think the future for all of us is this is where we're going to be for a few years. And I do believe that your 6.5 rate is probably something we're stuck with for the next couple of years. But at the end of the day, that is 1 full percentage point lower than the average over the last 40 years. So we're still better off. Can we expect to see rates in the fives again? Not anytime soon that I can see. Now, can you get a rate in the fives right now? Sure you can. Absolutely you can. If you've got decent credit and you're going FHA or VA, you can absolutely do it. Conventional, a little tougher, but it's doable. How do I do it? You got to give me a call and I'll show you how to do it. Now, this is not a sales pitch. I'm just telling you that if you negotiate properly and you get closing costs paid by a seller, not only is the seller paying to get you a better rate, the seller is keeping you from having to refinance with me later on. So negotiating it not only might get you 10, 15, 20 grand from the seller right now, but I'm going to save you another 8, 9 grand for later on. It's a no-brainer. Now, listen, I know I just talked myself out of a mortgage because if you're not coming back to me to keep refinancing, then I'm not making a living. It's not about me, folks. It's about you. Tampa Bay, 813-213-4009. Write that phone number down, folks. My name is Bruce Woodburn. I am the Loan Arranger. I'm the Regional VP for CrossCountry Mortgage in Central Florida. I've been in the mortgage business for 36 years. I'm one of the top producers in the entire nation. I don't tell you that to brag. I tell you that because my business model is designed around making it the easiest possible way for you to get a mortgage. at the lowest possible interest rate with the lowest possible fees. But more than that, I'm there as your advocate. I'm there to help you. I'm there to help you negotiate your deal, to help you find the right real estate agent. And I'm telling you, most of you do not pick very good real estate agents. Most of you. And even the ones that do pick them and you think they're good, you don't know. You just don't know, because I see you leaving money on the table every day. And if you pick your real estate agent and that real estate agent's out there negotiating for you, and I'm going, oh my God, I bet they could have got another 10 grand out of the deal, but you don't fight for it, then that's what you get. Now, you want a better agent? You want somebody that's going to fight for you like me? Then you call me. I will hook you up on my Loan Arranger real estate rebate program. Write that down. You don't have to write it down. Just save my phone number, doggone it. 813-213-4009, or go to webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com. All right. I want to talk to you. If you are renting or you know somebody that's renting, I want to talk about the rent trap and why so many Americans feel stuck. So here's the deal. I want to ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why so many hardworking people feel like they're just running on a treadmill, that they're paying their rent every month, their income has gone up, they're working harder than ever, but somehow they never seem to get any closer to buying a home? They're not lazy. They're not irresponsible. They're just trapped. I call it the rent trap. So here's the thing. Years ago, rent was temporary. Hang on, I got to take a sip of water here. I got a little excited. So years ago, rent was temporary. You rented, you saved money, you bought a home. That was the American dream. Today, your rent has become an obstacle. Instead of it helping people save, it's preventing people from saving. So here's the numbers, folks. Back in the 90s, the average apartment rented for about $450 a month. That same apartment averages right now $1,750 a month here. You heard me. In many Florida markets, it's considerably more. Think about that. How do you save for a down payment when your rent is consuming such a large portion of your paycheck? Here's where I disagree with most people. Most people think that I'll keep renting until I save more. But here's the problem. Every year you're waiting and rent is increasing. Home values are increasing as well. So you're writing a check every month and building somebody else's wealth. You already know that. But here's the myth. Myth number one, I need 20% to put down. Not true. Many buyers can put 3%, 3.5% FHA, 0 down payment VA, 0 down payment USDA, and I have down payment assistance programs. So if you're worried about down payment, let's get rid of that one right now. Second myth, I don't qualify. Maybe not. Most people have never actually spoken to a lender, and the ones that have are not generally choosing the right lenders. I'm a direct lender. I'm not a mortgage broker. We make decisions here. We close loans right in-house. We're not sending them off to another bank. Everything's done in-house. We have more programs to help buyers than any lender on the planet Earth. Myth number 3, I'll wait until rates drop. Here's what worries me. When rates come down, more buyers jump into the market. Competition increases, prices move higher. And sometimes, like today's higher rate is better financial decision than tomorrow's higher price. So you'd be better off to buy the home now. You can refi. If rates do come down in the fives, great. We'll refinance that and we can go from there. But that is not, there's somebody calling me right now. But here's the good news. Every week, I help people who thought they couldn't buy. Self-employed, teachers, police, law enforcement, veterans, young couples, retirees, people who had simply being told no, like they just have been to another lender and somebody said no. I got a client I'm working with right now. Many of them qualify all along. You did qualify. The company just didn't know how to do it. We have every opportunity to be able to help you get qualified. If you can qualify, we're going to make it happen. And if you don't qualify today, we paint the roadmap so you know what to do. Okay, we need to fix this on the credit. You need to save this much money and you need to do this and this. That's fine. You got a roadmap. That's what you're looking for. So before you spend another year renting, find out where you really stand. Not what Facebook says, not what your neighbor says, not what anybody else says. Let's look at the numbers. You may be a lot closer than you think. And with the programs and creativity that we have, we help more people than any other lender. Look at CrossCountry Mortgage doesn't advertise. Look at the advertising on TV from USAA, New Day, Rocket Mortgage, millions of dollars a month in advertising. How much does CrossCountry do? Nothing. Zero. How did we become the number one retail lender in the entire nation when we don't even advertise? Word of mouth. So listen, if you're tired of paying somebody else's mortgage, give me a call. Let's spend 15 minutes together. If you can buy, I'll show you how. If you can't, I'll show you exactly what you need to do to get there. Either way, you'll leave with a plan. Call me today, 407-706-3313 or 813-213-4009, or apply online at webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com. I want to help each and every one of you. You got to get out of it. I'm telling you, I had no money until I became a homeowner. How do you become a homeowner and all of a sudden you start having money? It's a fact, folks. You build more equity and you build more wealth when you're a homeowner than when you're a renter. It's just a fact. You look up the numbers. You don't believe me? Average renter has less than $10,000 in net worth. Average homeowner has more than $200,000 in net worth. My son, 28 years old, bought a home at 23, has over $200,000 in equity in his house. Over 200. Now, he doesn't have any money in his savings account because he lives paycheck to paycheck, but he's got $200,000 sitting there that he doesn't even have to pay taxes on. That's the deal. All right. I want to spend just a minute before I go on to another program. I want to talk to you guys about a doctor program, a physician program that I have. But before I do that, I want to tell you about a company that I went to after trying everything that helped me lose weight. So I have been to every weight loss program you could possibly think of. I've done 75 hard. I've done Atkins diet. I've done them all. And I'm telling you, some of them worked. They just didn't work long term. So I met these folks at Age Rejuvenation. Age Rejuvenation is not your everyday wellness place that just prescribes your GLP-1s. They're doing my testosterone therapy, my GLP-1s. But you know what? I'm on GLP-1s that most companies have never even heard of. Now, that doesn't mean it's voodoo science. It's not. This is proven stuff. There's doctors on board. You're not just getting a mail-in doctor on demand. This is the real deal. But if you want to lose weight, you want to feel better, if your energy level isn't high, if you really don't feel yourself, it's probably hormonal and it's weight. And I'm telling you, when you start getting it off, you sleep better, you feel better, my knees are better. It's just a better way to go. So I want you to call me now or text me at 813-213-4009 and just text me weight loss or testosterone or whatever you want. I want your weight loss program. I'm going to personally connect you with my friends at Age Rejuvenation that do not pay me for this endorsement, folks. They do not pay me, but they changed my life. And that's where I give back. All right. So here's the thing. I'm going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about a physician program where you don't need any money and there's no PMI, 100% up to 2 million. I also want to talk about solar panels when we come back. So do not go anywhere. 813-213-4009 or webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com. Be right back.